And welcome back to another vlog. As you can tell, the weather is getting better. It is now Cap weather. Alright, quite an exciting week this week. Not necessarily because we are going to do exciting stuff, but because all the parts required to basically do the exhaust job are going to come in, including muffler and all that jazz, so we'll be able to put them all together and see what kind of exhaust layout and stuff like that we are going to go for. We'll put lacquer on this quickly so we can put it back in the AMX5, especially the coolant expansion tank. You know, it's best to have it on to actually run the car. And yeah, you know, I'm going to go check that lacquer can and get that done first. That way it's got time to dry, and we should have a few interesting things that should get delivered today already. Alright, that's not the most exciting stuff coming this week, but still useful stuff. Sanding pad, one of those little answer for the jack. I've ordered a low profile jack. A cheap kit of head-up display, so we can try this out and let you know how, you know, if those things are worth it or not. Anti-rust primer, that's for the MX5 to go with the sanding pad. By portable grinder, we'll do a review on that and compare it with the old one, but yes, that's going to be quite practical because you know, that way we'll have two, and with that and the sand pad and that, I'll be able to pop in the evening and actually get cracking quite seriously with the rust on the MX5. And that is just 100 odd pad of that other sander I've got that I've used for patina before, and this China special red ring for the S3 vent, so we'll do an install and review of those as well. And yeah, that's it for this haul. Another one coming on Wednesday, and that's the exhaust part. Alright, another parcel for Turbo Zentrum. This one came with coffee all over the parcel. Nice, isn't it? Last time was all cracked. This time is like that. Why do the guy, you know, Turbo Zentrum handle with care? They make it pretty bloody obvious. And somehow, delivery people are like savages now. Straw light bulb over fences, they leave your parcel in the front, say it's been handled to the resident even though they saw absolutely nobody. This sat like half an hour outside because it was delivered so early I wasn't up, and if it wasn't for the email, you know, it just stays there. And my door is straight on the road. All you need is like a car to drive a bit too close, and the whole parcel is on the floor. Ah, come on. Here we go. A couple of bend. Oh, they are not. Yeah, they're alright. They don't seem that perfect to me, if you know what I mean. That guy is more protected than others for some reason. 30 degrees, 45 degrees to 90 degrees bend. and Bosch, a little muffler. V-band kit. And another 1 meter. So this is sort of the idea. So the wall is basically connected to the downpipe. I'm thinking of actually putting the muffler in this section so that the rear can be completely clear. We've got a 45 degrees angle, the two 90 degrees band to go around the diff. I mean, obviously they'll need to be like chopped and stuff like that. And then from here we're straight. Titanium tip. But yeah, I was thinking of like, it's a tiny muffler, so I'm pretty sure it's still going to be really loud. Originally, I wanted to do a V-bend and then have the muffler here, and then you could either take the muffler, put a straight pipe. But I'm sort of thinking, considering I've got other mods coming that will make it even louder, I might actually have a permanent small muffler around here, and then that basically allow me to keep the kind of straight pipe look at the rear and basically really make the rear light, so it's all about the diffusers and you don't have any muffler in the way. So it's not going to be, so you will still get the Sport Cat and a little muffler here. And then if with that it's still too loud, then at the back we will do the straight pipe, or maybe grab another small muffler like that to put at the end of it as well. But yeah, I mean that's about all we need. So now I just need a Gonzo custom to like check his booty and finally book me some time. And yeah, get that done. So I think we're actually going to do rear exhaust first, then we'll do that secret mode. Simply because the secret mode has not been done before on this platform. So we basically, while we do the rear job, we'll have a better time to look at, the secret mode on how we are going to do it and stuff like that, because there's some electronic involved and some interesting stuff. It's getting there. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but it's mostly because I've got all the parts and I'm ready to go. It's literally finding the time for the fab guy to do the job. But yeah, so finally getting there. I think we should be able to do the rear soon enough. I thought we might be able to do it for my birthday, but I'm starting to adapt it, and I was thinking, maybe I'll get my Corvette back before my birthday, which is like in April, but I don't know. Considering it's already been a few weeks since supposedly there was only the indicator switch to replace, isn't it? And it doesn't take weeks to hook up a 3-way switch to make the indicator, so God knows. And I think I didn't tell you last time, but the guy actually told me, there's a guy who goes there with like a Camaro, so it's got the same engine, who said he was happy to offer 700 quid for it. 700 quid for a 1994 Chevrolet Corvette, 300 brake horsepower. Yeah, fuck off. You know what I mean? Well, it's in a state, don't get me wrong, it's in a state, but it's not worth fucking 700 quid. No way. But yeah. Some people just try it and it's just no way for that price. It's crazy. I will not even cover the bloody money I'm going to have to give. I'm going to sell it for 700 quid and then the garage is going to charge me 800 quid for fucking fixing it. Yeah, sure. Anyway, next to the let's next elocution. Anyway, you've seen what the exhaust look like. Now I'm going to go back on spam my mate to see when he's free. New jack has been delivered. We'll do a full review on this, but it's basically a very low profile jack. Oh, jeez, man. So 3-ton jack. So blew this thing weighs 32 kilogram, but yeah, look, very low profile. Alright, at the garage to put that guy back on for that guy obviously I've left the pump at my house, but you know, I'll pop again during the week anyway, so then I can put it on. Alright, and actually I've got time, so what I'm going to do is actually crack on with removing this valve cover, and if I've got enough time I'll do the sealant as well while I'm here. Yeah, just so gross though. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to bring it back to mine, giving a proper wash as well. Washing the inside of that will be more of a pain, but you know, this is easy enough, just a bit of elbow grease and stuff, so we might as well do it, because otherwise it's just recirculating crap. I mean, look at that, that's just disgusting. So yeah, shove that in the bag and then we can bring it back, and obviously I can get some valve cover paint, and yeah, paint the cover as well while we're at it. Might as well. I've also got a box of wheel nut cover, but after looking closer, you know, when the garage painted mine, I think they painted those as well. Very matte, so you know, I don't really want to have those on. So what I'm going to do is yeah, bring the new one back to mine and give them a coat of black matte so they fit with the wheels better. There we go. All of those got a coat of matte black. Let it dry. Couple of coat of lacquer and then Bosch, ready to go for the car. Yeah, much better. Right, it looks much better. Late dog walk, the sun is out, but it's been a nice day today. I still got tons of good light. What's in there? Huh? What's in there? What's in there? What's in there? Huh? What's in there? What's in there? Huh? What's in there? What's in there? It's getting dark. I'm getting scared.